Hello, 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 hello. Where is all my stuff? Oh, Ebola, Ramapril, Mesosan, Jack of all trades. What is up, people? Out here. I just got a notification 15 minutes ago that my last video is deleted by YouTube because of a copyright claim on the music, which is incorrect. But the video is deleted and I have a copyright strike on my channel now. Hello, Cineblogs, Noah, Valamokulis. So, to be honest, I'm a bit pissed at the moment. Because that video was doing really well. Lots of views, lots of watch time. And that's all gone. I just now need to check if I can re-upload it. Well, with another song, of course, because I don't want to get the same thing again. But yeah, so my preparation is a little bit behind. But let's get going. You guys know the drill. If you want to see something, let me know. Else I am just going to start doing the colonies in a random order. Hello, Tornado. What's up? Let's start. Okay, I have to change my setup a little bit. Let's start with this little queen. That is looking good, guys. A couple of eggs, one big larvae, and a cocoon. So that's going to be a worker very soon. So it's Pseudocolobopsis. So I'm happy with that. Okay, let's grab some red runners. I forgot, I need to get some cucumber for my red runners. But then again, I already ordered another batch. Ananitic soons. Have you ever tried keeping Dynamonix gigas? Nope. You said it too fast. It's Pseudocolobopsis. And the funny thing is that it's a bit hard to see because it's behind it, but the eggs are actually red. You got fire ants. Well, I've got European fire ants, but they are in hibernation at the moment. So, okay, what else did you guys want to see? What are the white chunks that the Lundis are hauling? That's broccoli. The cigars. Okay, let's get the cigars out. Let's keep the cigars in the background for a little bit, I guess. I think you're in the wrong channel, Dark Lord. Where does he live? State. Well, I live in the Netherlands, so not in the US. I'm not sure why, but it's very busy in this corner. Well, then you're in the wrong channel, Jennifer. Let's see how it is looking inside of the nest. We got some condensation. There's a couple of cigars under there. A lot of eggs over there. A lot of larvae. Do I see some running around with eggs? No, larvae. Thank you, Atu, keeping your weekly appearance up. Is your nest big enough for Mimosia? Yes, it is. Later on, I'll show my Clavata. She's also in this nest. Thank you, user RX4. Okay, as most of you know, these ants only take live food. So I am going to give them some runners, and they will hunt them and kill them. Yeah, it's looking good for the cigars. Okay, I'm going to drop in a couple of red runners, and there's going to be some action going on. Let's get some more light in there. Okay, there we go. It was a bit more than I intended. Hey, Lindsay, what's up? These ones bite and sting. Hello, Ant Vibe. Yeah, one entered the nest. I can tell you it's not gonna end very well for that one. I'm gonna secretly look. Yeah, it's not going well. Whoa! Fancy Bolai. 99% of the gold, damn. American Girl, yes, it's all 3D printed. It's all made by myself. You can buy the stuff at thecraftingant.com. Something that's a huge success at the moment is our 3D printed ant. So, available on the website, craftingant.com. No, I don't sell ants themselves, just the setups, or, well, these ants, but not ant queens themselves. No. Okay, gonna leave these ones in the background. Let's see. A lot of chat going on. With a setup, you mean like a nest? Yeah, nest, outworld. I mean, this is one setup. Lundy and Tetras. They are hungry. May need a few more roaches. Nah, at the moment, they're gonna be fine. How do you regulate your temperature? Do you heat the whole room? No. Okay, let's go for a walk then. Because I saw Tetras, I saw Lundy, and the question on heating. And this is the answer. I have not one, but two vivariums that are heated. As you can see, there's a big heat mat in the bottom on both sides. So, yeah. So let's start with the Tetramorium by Carinatum. It is a bit quiet in the outworld. There's a few still running around, getting water. And inside the nest, it's still active, but you can see, oh, that's a good one. You can see a queen there on the lid, right there in the middle. So there's still ants, there's still brood around, but it's just not enough. Where did you place your temperature sensor? It's actually right there. So it's just under in the opening of the first shelves, and then you have the second shelves. And this is normally where now the cigar factory is. But that's been a bit of trial and error. I always keep like an extra temperature sensor. It's now at 24 degrees, should be 25, but I'm opening and closing the doors constantly to get the setups out. So, okay, let's check out. Oh, okay, almost all the broccoli is almost gone. You can see the big black lump in the front here. It's ants on top of broccoli, and of course some rose petals. And then let's go for a walk. I don't have Myrmica rubra, no. Tons and tons of eggs. Ants. Some more ants. The trash outworld. And finally, the lighting setup as I wanted it. As you can see, there's every centimeter of tube, there is an ant. How hot is your room temperature? When I'm here, it's 20 degrees. When I'm not here, it's 18 degrees. When do you take your ants out of hibernation? It depends on the species, how long you have to keep them in there. So, trash pod. First fungus pod. And there's something going on. The fungus is actually dropping, as you can see. That's mainly because they are focusing on the second pod. Check that out. There's so much in there. It's bananas. So, that's the Lundy. Looking really healthy. Will you be getting some bull ants? I would love to at some point, but for now, I just have to do with the new Panera Filosa that we're looking at right now, and my Clavata. Shall we check out the pink setup? Did you say you vent your horizontal tube or just vertical? I have 3 points of ventilation on 5 meters of tubing, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter if it's horizontal or not. So, the pink setup. My daughter's Lasius Niger. And they are doing really well. As you can see, nice amount of brood right there. Lasius Niger is not a very big species, but it's a species that if they get into a fight, they know how to handle themselves. Yeah, these ones came out of hibernation because of 2 reasons. Reason number 1, my daughter was done with not feeding them, but also I had to bring them to. I did a presentation for a school, and I had to show some native species. So, well, at least one. So I took these girls along for the ride. And they are getting some food. Most ants are still in hibernation. Yes, this is the only colony that I took out of hibernation. Mealworms. No, they are getting redder. I do still have some mealworms, but mealworms is a big misconception because mealworms actually have a lot of fat in them instead of protein. So it's not always the best food. It's better a mixture of different kinds of insects. I already ordered new red runners, yeah. Okay, these are going back on the show. They are some happy ants. My daughter was so happy that she could feed them again. Is this Lasius Niger? Yes, it is. Okay. Where are your eggs? Did you put them in the double drinker again? Probably. Do you see any eggs? Where did you leave your cocoon?
that's not good. Yo, Vortex. I prefer crickets. I find cockroaches a bit disgusting. Yeah, it's possible. There were a couple of cockroaches diseases in the Netherlands the past year. So I'll stick to cockroaches. Some cricket diseases. Yeah, she probably ate it, but that's weird because she had food and everything. I don't understand. Well, she's getting some food. Hello, Ben. Cyox. I have a Red Runner farm, but I use so many that I mostly end up buying them. Can you tell me how this liquid feeder works? What do you mean, the one in the background, or? It's very simple. It's called the double drinker, and it's a normal tube. So you just put a cotton there, you put water on top of it, and then you plug it into the double drinker, and you can actually climb inside of the tube and drink from it. And you have two tubes. Yeah, this piece is cotton. You can place also in this one if you want. It works for all smaller species. Bed bugs? No, thank you. Should we get Rita out? Yeah, she can climb that steep, and that's why it's under an angle and not straight up. No, but the Fulvapest can, it's a fetching coin. She can. Whoa! Big queen over there. Meow. But look at that brood, guys. That is looking good. Rita is back. Let's hydrate the nest a little bit. No, Rita did not hibernate. But that's also a misconception. Some species don't hibernate, but do slow down for a certain period. So it's also not really a diapause, but it's just taking it easy for a bit. So this is, it's debatable. It's sold as Camponotus irritans, but it's debatable if it's really irritans or not. So at least it's from that family. There's a name for the family, but I cannot pronounce that. So while you guys are looking at that humongous brood pile, let's zoom in a little bit. You can see that there's still green in there from the time that we fed them some colored sugar water. it's just funny how long that they can actually keep their food. Where are they native to? I think it was China. To be honest, I have around 39 colonies. I am not sure where all of them are from. I try to keep up as much as I can, but yeah, it's the queen right on top there. Yeah, over there. That's the queen. So these ones are going to get a mix of red runner and mealworms. This colony is about, well, we have them for 1.5 years, towards 2 years. I don't know if people were here at the start, but the video of 2 years of ant keeping has been deleted on false copyright claims. So I need to look at that later on. The leaf cutters are almost a year. Well, I almost have them a year. Let's put it like that. Oh, then you're at the right channel, Brian, because we're going to feed a lot of them. So they are actually right here. So one of our viewers actually had a question. Mark, are you still there? Because we have this size of feeder. Then we have this size of Smiley tray. But now also available on the website. I didn't edit the video yet, the picture yet. But we are now also getting a supersized Smiley. It's deeper, it's bigger, still the same shape. But so we have the Smiley, we have the XL Smiley, and we have the XXL Smiley. And a microfeed. Good that you say that, Ebola. I have to print you a couple. I need to write that down before I forget it. But I already through few, right? With the first order. Micro. So, have you got panda ants? I don't know. Panda ants. What's the Latin name? I will not, Takashi. We are ant lovers, not ant fighters. Why are some of my workers die off? Is that because of old? Yeah, there's a natural order in it. At some point they will die. Ebola, it's the normal Smiley tray, so the small one. And then, but they have like sunglasses on. I don't have one here anymore. Damn. I thought I shipped them to you. Check the baggie. So it's the Smiley tray, but then it has lines on it. Pen ants are Uspiola. I need to check those out after the stream then. Cool. Okay, on to the next. Should we check out what the cigar factory did to the red runners? Can ants bite you? Yes. You can bite and sting. Okay. We'll fix that, Ebola, no problem. So, there's a couple that is incapacitated over there. Yeah, they're keeping them all outside. I recommend Fidoli Rea if you don't have them already. Fidoli Rea look very much like Carabera diversa, in my opinion. And I already have Fidoli Nodus. So the Rea is expensive. And yeah, for me, Carabera, I like Carabera better. Would you ever try keeping weaver ants? I already did. I had dives for a little, but I sold them because I didn't have the time to make the right setup. And I had Ucophilia schmachadina, and yeah, the queen sadly died. So I will be taking that on again. The thing is all the ants that I keep, I make setups for myself. And at the moment, I am just too busy making all kinds of stuff for you guys. And that's why I'm not developing any new nests at the moment. I am making a new nest, which I finally decided the name on is going to be the Flex Starter. I'll grab one in a second. I love the new nest. Can you highlight it again, please? Well, this is the XL nest. Do you have bulldog ants? Nope. People are always asking, like, is there a special design to it? And yes, there is a logic in this whole nest. From whichever exit or entrance you use, it is one long chamber. So we start here, you go through here, through here, through here, like this, and then you go back. So there is no end chamber. It is one long corridor, which makes it better so that the ants have less trash in their nest. So that's the reason why we have one long tunnel. And it doesn't matter from which port you start, it is still one long corridor. I love doing that. And of course, with the new lids that have knobs on them so that they are a bit raised, works way better than the ones before. Why drops is humidity? It's a bit condensation. I had a discussion or a conversation this afternoon with our friend Martin from the channel. I need to have some. I'm gonna place some fans inside of my vivarium to circulate the air a little bit better. Okay, let's grab the next species. Oh, okay. let's see how our Messer Barbaras are doing. The new lids work better with the plug. Now, the new lids, as you can see, you have the legs in the corner. Those sit on top of the plexiglass holes. So you don't need the plugs on there. The holes are covered by the lid. So, Messer Barbaras. They are still in a dried up tube, but I'm happy to see that in the background you can actually see that they are now exploring the back tube. I hadn't seen that before, so I'm happy with that. And is there brood? Well, yeah, that's your answer. And they are actually holding ant bread. Or is that a worker or is that ant bread? No, that's a worker. That's a worker. But there's a little bit of brood. I decided to not put this colony in hibernation. The bigger colony is in hibernation. How long did you get them? These ones are pretty new. I think like half a year. No, not even. So, yeah. Okay. Not much to do here. They have water. They have seeds. They're doing fine. Oh, they are going for me. They want to bite me. Well, probably want to sting me, though. Okay, I need to make a little bit of room. Yeah. Make a little bit of room for tiny ants. Guys, you need to help me. What am I going to do with these ants? The Monomorium Sepacum. Ebola, do you see it? This is the new Smiley tray for smaller species. There's so many ants. Yeah, so this is a tray that is made for smaller species. It's wearing sunglasses, but the idea behind it is that you can still clean it, but the ants have more space to crawl out of it when they are standing on top of the liquid. So that's why the slits are in there. So the ants have more room, so it's better for smaller species. And you can still clean it because it still has the same rounding as the normal tray. So that's the idea, at least. I am going to try and take them out and then put them back. Okay. I did. It does mean that my girlfriend is not coming in the garage anymore, which is nice. It's nice and quiet here. Did a colony ever escape? I wish I could say no, but yeah, of course we had some escapees. You forget a lid or something like that. The most annoying one was probably with the leaf cutters because the whole wall was black. There were so many out of there. Let's grab another tray and clean it up. But the escapees that I have were all my own fault. It was never, of course, in the development stage I had some errors with the setups, but now the setups are all tested. Mm-hmm. Let's grab some red runners for them. Why do I keep these? To test my setups. Because these are really tiny. Now let's see if I can grab the other one. Okay, there's only a couple on there. Nice. I still haven't decided on which nest to use. What do you guys think? What should I put them in? Till now it's still tubs and tubes, but help me decide. What should I use? I really want to get this piece out, but there are so many ants in there. Come on. Yes. The teardrop gypsum is too small, yeah. What happened to the side there? What do you mean? Well, of course you have the advantage with the medium that you have different chambers, so they won't occupy all the chambers. So you can see how the small tray works. Even the smaller ants, the legs are so far spread that they can still get out if they want to. So this is going to be another addition to the Smiley trays. This species does not have super workers. This is just one size. They look so cute. Good question. I'm not sure if the Monomorium inbreed. No, they're solid black. There are so many of them. Look at this outworld. Okay. So, should we see if we can make a trial on the Diversa? They are inbreeding. Nice. One escaped. Where? I don't see any on the outside, only on the inside on the glass. How old is that colony? Well, I had them for 2 months now. Okay. Need to make some space so that we can get the Diversa out. I need to change you guys over a little bit. And I'm going to put you guys to the Lundies so that I can actually collect the Diversa. Oh. I was happy that that bottle was closed. Okay. So I haven't cleaned them. So they are a bit messy. Why? Because the brood pile was pretty low, I decided to leave them alone. And by the looks of it, it was a good idea. Because at some point there was almost no brood. It's still not a lot, but there is brood. Well, thanks, Professor. So, as you can see, there is not a lot of brood, but there is brood. Yeah, it's not a lot of brood, but it's everything we've got at the moment, so it was even less. So this means at least that the queen is still laying eggs. And yes, there are super majors in there. I'm going to change the camera point. And let's see if we can get a trial going. A trail. Trial. So I'm gonna feed them some dubias in the other outworld. We're gonna get rid of the small white tongue, yeah. And maybe even also the large nest. Because at the moment it's just not looking good. Is there a limit to the growth? I think for Diversa there is, but that's only because it's one. There's only one queen. Let's see if they start moving towards the other outworld. The other one is still connected. It's a bit messy. I hope that they found the food already. Okay, I'm gonna leave them here, and we're gonna grab another colony, and hopefully in the background we can see a trail going in a bit. They are starting to run towards the other outworld. Okay, so Chromatogaster scutularis, our new queen, and this one is going to be leaving us when the weather gets a little bit better, because I traded it in for another species. More on that later. So she has brood. The tube is running dry, so I connected a new tube. And I finally made the decision. So this is going to be the starter. I need to get one of the blocks. Sorry. These are going to be for sale really soon. This is the new setup. And this is going to be the Flex Starter. And this is the Flex Starter H3. 3 H connectors. And then you will have the the Flex Starter H1 with 1 connector. Now the only question was, what lids are we going to use? And I think we're going to use these ones. And the price is going to be $6.95 for a 1 connector and $7.95 for a 2 connector. 3 connector, sorry. So yeah, the lid should look a little bit like the logo. What do you guys think? Not bad, right? So this is actually going to be the ventilation. So we can actually replace it on this one. Cool. So, Scutularis, bye-bye. Let's get the drop tails in. There is movement, guys. Valley Ants, USA shipping is available again. So the USA shipping is available again, and it will go through FedEx. So here is the other one. So this is going to be the $6.95 version with 1 connector, 2 tubes. And you're going to get the set as you see it now, but also, so you're going to get 2 tubes, 2 connectors, 1 one blind, and also one stopper, so that you don't need to use both tubes. Okay. Wrong channel, Tornado. Yeah, Valiant. Well, it's been changed today. Ebola was happy enough to kind enough to help me out with trying some stuff, and yes, shipping is available again. There may be import costs. Those costs will go to you as the customer, but it's not guaranteed that you have to pay that, because Ebola I did not have to pay. Yeah, we know, Martin. So, how are the drop tails doing? No brood. So that's not that good. This was a colony that we got from a friend, and they were already not doing too well, and he said, well, if you can get them going, they're yours. But by the looks of it, it's not going very well. So I'm going to try some different food. The occasional came with bad shape, I believe. Well, they're already against the heat mat, so they are in a warm spot. Well, I've got them for like 2 months now, but I'm not sure how long the previous owner had them. I am going to put another plate on there with the wrong ventilation, but I can't ship them, Worm. He's already gone, Martin. Okay. Bye, Tornado. So this species is going to leave us. It is the Singularis. The Singularis will be leaving us on Wednesday. As I said before, I need to make some space in my vivarium, especially when the other species get out of hibernation. And I had a guy that had some questions about them, and he is going to pick them up on Wednesday. But this does not mean that you're not going to see them anymore. Because on Wednesday, I am also going to talk with that guy about doing some trading and some lending out and stuff like that. So you might see them again somewhere. So, yeah. You don't like them? To be honest, I like their size, but they are very skittish. They are they stay in the nest a lot. And also they need more rest than I can give them. So yeah, I decided that it is time for them to find another spot, and as I said, I found the right guy for him, and at some point they might return if it is in content that is made by him, or that they come back here. I'm not really sure about that yet. We still have to talk about the details, but that's the idea. Busy day, Martin. Then it's Ocreatus and Sanctus. I had Ocreatus, but she didn't make it. What's up, Worm? We kept any Azteca from South America? No. No. By the way, guys, thank you all for joining. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Really helps the channel. For the people that did not notice, last Friday's video has been taken offline by YouTube because of a false copyright claim. I am working on it on the background, but I need to, I'm probably going to re-upload it. These are Singularis, Camponotus singularis, one of the bigger Camponotuses. Yeah, probably, or put another song under it. But it's just annoying because all the watch time and all the views are gone. And the video was doing really good. So, yeah, that's a bit sad. It's not a real trail today, but they are active in the background. Should we do the hapagnatas? The harps? To be honest, I'm a bit curious about the harps. Let's see. Is that a species that isn't producing brood? Yes. Do you have Camponotus nicobrensis? Yes, I'll show them in a bit. But first we are going to check out the Hapagnatus venator. Holy smokes. I'm not sure why they are now in front of the nest. Oh, are they making a cocoon in there? What are you guys doing? A white cocoon? Well, as you can see, we have tons and tons of larvae. We have eggs. Why are you not focusing? So, we have larvae, we have eggs, we have more eggs, but all the cocoons are gone. Empty cocoons, empty cocoons. Oh, that's not good. A couple of dead workers right there. They keep fighting with each other. That's so sad. I'm going to check the outworld if there's any red runners left, and the answer is no. That means that they're a hungry bunch at the moment. This gives me time to do some cleaning. Oh, the nest is not too small. There's still chambers that are available. Hapagnatus venator. While you guys are watching, I'm cleaning the outworld a little bit. because there is a lot of junk. Yeah, I'm also a big fan of harps. So I said before, it's one of the species. If they die tomorrow, I'm going to buy a new one right away. So I dropped some new. For people who don't know this setup, I actually have live red runners running in the outworld. Let me place the rock back. And the harps can go out of the nest and hunt them. They close off their nest themselves, and they only open it up when they go hunting. I don't understand what the weird cocoon is, the white thing. I don't know. Anybody have a clue what that might be? I'm not sure. But it's not smooth. And also it's not moving, because normally if they are making the cocoon, you can see it wiggling around that they are in there, but now the larvae are eating over there. They are eating a red runner. They have one stored over there. I don't know. Let's I don't have any spiders, I just have ants and a dog. Yes. They hunt the red runners themselves. So the red runners are actually running free inside the outworld, as you can see, and they will capture them themselves. You should start collecting jumping spiders. No, because I don't want to sleep on the couch. My girlfriend said, ants, okay, that's the line. So, on to the next. Okay. Are you ready for some sad news? No, my girlfriend doesn't come into this room anymore. It's not really sad news, but it's sad news, guys. You already know which setup this is. I only have one large outworld with a small nest on it. Hello, Matthias. She is alive, but she ate the larvae. The larvae of 2 weeks is gone. This is the Parapanera clavata, the most painful sting. And yes, she is huge. So, yes, sadly, she ate her only larvae. Which is really disappointing. Are your nests compatible with Wakushi links? Wakushi has a connector to tubing, and my setups also have a connector to tubing, and that is how you can connect a Wakushi nest to the crafting ant nest. So there are no straight connectors from Wakushi to the crafting ant setups, but with tubing it's possible. I'm not gonna get stung by it. I haven't been stung by any of my ants, and I'll try to keep it as that in that way. Thank you for the answer. Your nests are better looking for sure. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, now you can get the connector. 1 second, I'll grab one. So you have these connectors. This is such a flexible material. This one is not clean yet, just came off the printer. And you can bolt it in there. And there is normally also another size in here. So you can have 4 different sizes of tube on one connector, and it just bolts in there. And Wakushi has the same type of connector. It's different, but it's the same type. I'm starting to think she's infertile. Well, she ate her larvae, and that's something that happens more often. She has to bend her antenna to go through the pathway and pull up her legs. She's fine with that. In nature, they also make small entrances to their houses. How many species of ants do you have? Around 30. Ants can't express sadness nor happiness. Yeah. Not to be mistaken with the Queen Tube Room connector. No, but that's the Queen Tube Room connector is not sold separately. So, yeah. So, yeah, I'm a bit bummed about it. I was so happy that we had a larvae, but I found out 2 days ago there was a guy making an article here, and I was going to show him the larvae, and we opened up the nest, and yeah, it was gone, sadly. I'm going to clean a little bit in the outworld while you are still looking at our beauty. Wednesday was fun. It was supposed to be 15 kids. It ended up with being 22 kids. And there were also a few adults that didn't see that it was for kids. So there were also some adults that were there, and there were parents there. So there was a group of about 45 people. And yeah, I did a presentation of about 25 minutes. And then we did a small talk about the ants. For people who don't know that, I had a presentation on Wednesday in a public library nearby. And I did a small talk for kids that have questions about ant keeping and 3D printing. So yeah, that was fun to do. A couple of people also placed an order afterwards, which is also great, but it wasn't necessary. It was just fun to do it for the kids. So how do you make your nest so precise? If I try printed stuff, it never fits. Yeah, that's the trick. That's the trick. So I am going to put her back in her favorite spot. Nice and warm. So yeah. Let's continue. We had the question about the Nicobarensis. Let's grab the Nicos. So we have a 5-queen Nicobarensis. Yes, the nest is big, Atua. No, I haven't placed them in a smaller nest yet. Am I going to? I don't know. How's the brood doing? Good. How's the colony doing? Good. Are all the queens still alive? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, all 5 are still alive. Is that quick enough, Atua? Atua and I have the same conversation every live stream, which is kind of funny. Even though he's right. Don't tell him that, but he's right. Atua doesn't have to know. Getting Nicobarensis, any tips? Heating is important. Other tips, keep in mind it's one of the fastest growing Campanota species. What is the liquid that you put in there? Water. Plain water. Clover. Meow. I don't think that's the point. 5 queens, I would thought they would have grown more or are still young. Well, that's one of the debatable points, that probably this nest setup is a bit too big. And 5 queens does not mean 5 times as much brood. That's a common mistake that's made. Probably not all these queens are even laying. Some of them are just being used as bigger workers. My Nicobarensis go faster than the Lasius Niger. Big possibility, yes. Getting Myrmica rubra in March. Got any tips? I've never had them yet. Is that saying something? No. Hello, and Scotland. What's up? Any mages yet? No. We're far from mages. Okay, on to the next. Another 15, 20 minutes.
Next up, denticulata.
And I have a problem with this one. I wanted to make an epic video about the denticulata, so I had tons of footage. Guess what? Gone. No clue how it happened, but it's gone. Okay, they apparently abandoned one larvae. Yum. But yeah, they are doing really well. Poor larvae. Yep. These ants are very active, which is really cool. As you can see, they're also sitting at the jar drinker. Still very happy with the design of the jar drinker. Last Friday, I released a video that I was doing it for 2 years. Sadly, I got a copyright ban. It's the first time on my video. So, they can't climb smooth walls, right? No, they can't. There's also a small barrier, but no, they're bad climbers. Which is, it's very nice, to be honest. Makes a lot of things easier. Yeah, always. I know that that Worm disagrees, but I don't like open setups. For me, everything has a lid. With any species, yes, I put a lid on everything. There we go. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a view in there. Okay, I need to drink something. Why am I the only one talking? Don't forget to like and subscribe, people. Really helps the channel. Do you have any advice? I tried using a barrier on my Lasius Niger and Fidoli, and the worker just got caught up and died. I used Ants Daily and Ants HQ, same problem. Well, I use talcum powder. Talcum powder. So this is actually for baby butts. And you mix it up with alcohol. And then you apply it with a brush
and it looks like that. Yes, it's not pretty, but when you after you apply it, the alcohol will evaporate and the talcum powder will stay behind. The nice thing about it is when ants start attacking the barrier, you can see it because the white will disappear. If you are lucky, you can actually add it in time. So yeah, for me, talcum powder all the way. Easy, cheap, fast. I mean, it dries in a few minutes, but when you applied it and the ants tried to walk over it, they already drop off, so that's fine. Yes, that's a good point. Make sure that you have the lid off so that the alcohol can evaporate into the air of the room and doesn't stay inside of the outworld. Good one, chubby pillbug. Okay, next colony. Do you have any polyrachas? Not at the moment. I had dives for a small while, but not anymore. Okay. You want some larvae? Holy smokes. So these are our rufinigras. And as you can see, they are happy. Happy little campers. My Red Runner stash is a bit low. I ordered some new ones, but should arrive in a few days. But for now, it's all young ones, which is fine. You have to grab more than you want. Well, spell that I can look it up. Sorry, what do you mean? This species, Rufa nigra. Oh, that's not a tiny one. It's a bit of weird lighting. But the thing is that I don't see the queen. Where is the queen? Hello? Because the queen is bigger than them. Than the other ones. Where is the queen? Queen? Yeah, I don't see it under the brood. Oh wait, it's there. But it's folded. Yeah, it's straightening out now. You can see that she's there. Yeah. Okay. She had a gaster bent under herself. Hiding in plain sight.
Yep. The usual. Did we look at every species? I think so. So if you guys have any requests, let me know. Yeah, she was incognito, yeah. But her gaster was just folded under herself. Not a real trail going today, I'm sorry. I would have loved to have a bigger trail, but okay. I am going to end the stream. I am going to look if I can do anything about the video because, well, I'm a bit annoyed that the video got deleted. I enjoyed this, so I subbed. Well, thank you, Morgan. We do a live stream every Sunday, and I try to upload more videos, but lately it's been too busy. So, and last Friday's video got deleted, sadly. So, I am going to grab the camera, turn you guys around. Whoop. So, thank you all for joining, and let's put the vivarium in the background. Thank you all for joining. I hope that you enjoyed the stream. Why did the video get deleted? Copyright claim on the music, but I had the rights, so really annoying. Really quite pissed about it, to be honest. So yeah. Thank you all for joining. Hope to see you again next time at the crafting end. Bye.